Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest where the trees stretched up to the sky and the grass was always soft and green, lived two very best friends, Hoppy the rabbit and Jumpy the monkey. Hoppy was a gentle little rabbit with soft white fur and big, kind eyes. He loved to hop through the meadows, smell the flowers, and listen to the gentle sounds of the forest. Jumpy was a cheerful monkey with a long, curly tail and a bright, happy smile. He loved to swing from the branches, climb tall trees, and make everyone laugh with his silly tricks. One morning, Hoppy woke up in his cozy burrow. The sun was shining through the leaves, making the world look golden and new. Hoppy stretched his little paws, wiggled his nose, and hopped outside to greet the day. As he nibbled on a fresh clover, he heard a familiar voice calling from above. "Good morning, Hoppy," called Jumpy, who was hanging upside down from a low branch, his tail wrapped around it like a spring. "Good morning, Jumpy," Hoppy replied, his ears perking up. "What shall we do today?" Jumpy flipped down from the branch and landed softly beside his friend. "Let's go on an adventure. I heard from the wise old turtle that there's a secret glade deep in the forest where the moonflowers bloom even in the daytime. Would you like to find it with me?" Hoppy's eyes grew wide with wonder. Moonflowers in the daytime? That sounds magical. Let's go together. So, the two friends set off, side by side, along a winding path that led deeper and deeper into the heart of the forest. The air was cool and fresh, and the sunlight danced on the leaves above them. As they walked, they listened to the birds singing and watched butterflies flutter by. After a while, they came to a bubbling stream. The water was so clear they could see tiny fish darting around the pebbles. Hoppy hopped onto a flat stone and looked across the stream. "How will we get to the other side?" he wondered. Jumpy grinned and said, "I'll swing across and find a branch for you." He climbed up a tree and used his long tail to swing from branch to branch until he found a sturdy stick. He dropped it gently across the stream, making a little bridge. "Thank you, Jumpy," said Hoppy, hopping carefully across the stick. When he reached the other side, he and Jumpy high-fived and continued on their way. As they walked, they heard a soft rustling in the bushes. Out popped a tiny hedgehog, looking worried. "Hello, little hedgehog," said Hoppy kindly. "Is something wrong?" The hedgehog sniffled. "I lost my way home. I was looking for berries and now I can't find my burrow." Jumpy knelt down and smiled. "Don't worry, we'll help you. Let's look for clues together." So, Hoppy, Jumpy, and the little hedgehog searched the forest floor. They looked for tiny paw prints and listened for the sound of other hedgehogs. Hoppy's sharp eyes spotted a trail of berry juice leading behind a big oak tree. "Look. Maybe your home is this way," said Hoppy. The hedgehog followed the trail and soon found his cozy burrow hidden under some leaves. He was so happy, he hugged Hoppy and Jumpy tightly. "Thank you for helping me," he cheered. "You're welcome," said Hoppy and Jumpy together. Helping friends is the best adventure of all. After saying goodbye to the hedgehog, Hoppy and Jumpy continued their journey. The forest grew thicker, and the light became softer. They saw a family of deer grazing quietly, and a squirrel gathering nuts for winter. Everyone in the forest seemed calm and happy. Soon, they reached a clearing where a wise old turtle was resting on a sunny rock. "Hello, wise turtle," called Jumpy. "Can you tell us how to find the secret glade with the moonflowers?" The turtle smiled slowly and said, "Follow the path where the sunlight sparkles on the ground. When you hear the song of the nightingale, you will be close." Hoppy and Jumpy thanked the turtle and looked for the sparkling path. Soon, they saw a trail of light dancing on the grass, leading them deeper into the forest. They followed it quietly, listening for the nightingale's song. After a while, they heard the sweetest music, soft and beautiful, like a lullaby. It was the nightingale, singing from a branch above. Hoppy and Jumpy stopped to listen, feeling peaceful and calm. As the song faded, they saw a gentle glow ahead. They walked towards it and found themselves in a magical glade. All around them, moonflowers were blooming, their petals shining like silver in the sunlight. The glade was filled with soft light and the gentle scent of flowers. Hoppy and Jumpy sat down in the middle of the glade, feeling amazed and happy. They watched bees buzzing from flower to flower and butterflies dancing in the air. "This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen," whispered Hoppy. "Yes," agreed Jumpy. "And I'm glad we found it together." They spent the afternoon in the glade, making flower crowns and telling stories. They even made a tiny bouquet of moonflowers to take home and share with their friends. As the sun began to set, the glade glowed even brighter. Hoppy and Jumpy knew it was time to head home. They followed the sparkling path back through the forest, waving goodbye to the nightingale and the wise old turtle. When they reached the stream, Jumpy helped Hoppy cross safely, just like before. As they walked back into the meadow, the sky turned pink and gold, and the first stars began to twinkle. Hoppy and Jumpy sat together, watching the stars and thinking about their adventure. "I'm glad we helped the little hedgehog and found the moonflowers," said Hoppy. "Me too," said Jumpy. "Every day is special when we're together." They promised to always help others, explore new places, and share their adventures. Soon, Hoppy hopped back to his cozy burrow, and Jumpy climbed up to his leafy treehouse. They snuggled in, feeling safe and happy. As they drifted off to sleep, they dreamed of moonflowers, gentle songs, and the magic of friendship. Good night, little ones. May your dreams be filled with gentle adventures, beautiful places, and the happiest friendships, just like Hoppy and Jumpy. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to Fuzzy Fable Factory and tap the like button. We can't wait to share more gentle adventures and bedtime stories with you. Sweet dreams.